And welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with a house, not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Calista Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit. Hey there, Brian. It is so nice seeing you here. It is a great day to have a great day and win some wagers. There is a lot of football going on today. We have a full slate with some NBA as well, some hockey, and oh my god, have we been crushing the NBA or what lately? Hey Tyler, welcome in. So nice seeing you here this morning. And of course, I know there was a little bit of a time change, so it's really exciting seeing you guys here, especially with like the time change. I know a lot of us haven't like reset our clocks yet. It's Sunday. Got to sleep in. I was like, wait, I'm up I'm up so late, and then I was like, wait a second, no, I'm up early. that was amazing. That was a good feeling for sure. I like that feeling. When you realize you're actually waking up earlier than what you thought. Hey Tarek, good morning, welcome in. So I am still sipping my coffee, waking up. This is a new blend that I just got. So I'm gonna take a sip of that because it is just so good. It's like smooth. You know, I love my coffee in the morning. Gotta have my coffee to wake up before we dive into all these winning wagers. Literally, our ROI, that's our return on investment, is over 50% in NBA right now. Like, it has been unreal. Unreal, I'm telling you. Hey, Alvin. Good morning. Nice seeing you here. Cheers. Glad you're having a cup of coffee with me. Hey, Anthony. Welcome in. Betmaster. I love that new nickname. Thank you. This is really good coffee. So yesterday was my first time at like a historical reenactment, and they were selling some coffee there, the Philadelphia blend. I had to get it, especially being like right here in kind of the heart of, well, the Philadelphia suburbs. You know, but where all of like the history, really, where George Washington was marching the troops, like it's all right here, like literally like right through my town, like pretty much where I'm living. And it's really fun looking at the map, seeing all that history. So I had to go to a reenactment, and when I saw the Philadelphia blend of coffee, I was like, I have to get it. Only does it have that chocolate cherry, you know, notes to it. It's just it's so good. So put that in my Kozumi coffee maker today and got that brewing. All right, now before we get started, I always like to do a strain of the day. We're waking and baking a little bit, but this strain is called Black Maple. It is an indica dominant, and it's a cross of Dolce de Uva, I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, and Sherbanger. It has a unique palate. It's earthy, sugary, some grape notes, a lot of high THC, pinene, limonene, linalool, lots of terps in here, so we will be enjoying that. Some wiggin', some bacon, and some winning, of course. some good stuff. A good way to start off my morning, for sure. Filling cream cheese is good. Thank you, Brian. I love that. I'm dropping all sorts of knowledge, telling you just a little bit more about what I've been up to around here. I was doing a lot of things for the first time. First reenactment, you know what? Stepping outside my comfort zone. It feels good. All right, let's dive into some NFL. Our current return on investment in the NFL is 25.6%. We've had a 63.2% win rate, 38 units played so far. NBA, like I already said, 50.5% ROI on a 78.3% win rate. NHL, crushing it there. Same actually ROI as the NFL, which is a little weird, but a different win rate. So that just shows like how you could get the same ROI. 61.5% win rate with a 25.6% ROI on 26 units. And in college football, 19.5% ROI on 60.7% win rate. So looking good so far, doing well this season. You know, I mean, we've been placing our bets across all of these leagues. You know, I mean, even we were a little bit more actively involved in you know, baseball earlier, but now that that's kind of done, I mean, we're just crushing it across all of these different leagues. So, you know, we're just going to keep applying the same strategy of playing with the house, incorporating game theory, identifying where the house is taking a stand, and just keep crushing it throughout the season. Hey, Super Pro, welcome in. Thanks for joining. All right, diving into the NFL today, 1:00 p.m. game. Panthers versus Packers. Let's talk about this Packers spread. It opened up at -11.5, went out to -13.5 on some mixed money. Then it pulled back just a little bit to -13, and then it pulled back, unfortunately, just even a little bit more to -12.5. So it really does seem like this line found the equilibrium point and pulled right back to there. There's a little bit of Packers money, but I'm not seeing anything too significant at this moment. And, you know, it seemed like it moved out pretty fast, but I pulled back. Thanks so much, Super Pro. I appreciate it. Hey, Noel. Welcome in. It is so nice seeing all of you here this morning. I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of winning, and yeah, this is great. Let's talk about this Broncos-Texans game. And by the way, this is a live stream. Anyone who wants to throw out any plays that you would like me to break down and analyze, I'm happy to do so, of course. Just throw them in the chat. Hey Thomas, welcome in. So nice seeing you here. And also just a quick reminder for everyone, if you haven't signed up for my free daily emails where you get all of the sports news, the line analysis, the picks of the day, pictures of me every day, and so much more, just sign up for my free daily emails, arielcalista.com. Click the stay in touch button. It's easy, it's free. No ads, no spam, no bullshit. Yeah, that's what you get when you get the daily report. Let's get this money. I feel it. Oh, you bet the Texans. Interesting. You know what? I have been watching this spread as well. You know, it's going in the right direction, I see right now for the Texans. I'm so glad you guys are liking this little top. Decided to try something new and like button this little thing today. And I don't know. I was taking a risk, so I'm glad you guys like it. Alrighty. So looking at this Houston spread, they opened up as underdogs actually at +1.5 and quickly flipped to favorites. So I love seeing that happen. Moved to -1.5 on level 1 Texans money. But the scary thing about this was that there was a lot of Joe money in the mix, which I quickly identified as Joe money. You know, it kind of held there though, and the money grew to the second level of significance. And right now there's level 1 money on the Broncos, but this Texans spread is just holding at -2. And right now the money's kind of mixed. I think this might have hit the equilibrium point because, you know, the money is super mixed and it just seems to be in a spot where, you know, everyone's kind of comfortable with that. That button is holding on for its life. Ooh, what do I think of the Colts Steelers over? You know, I have my eye on this. The thing about this is I just want to wait and see what happens here because this line is just another one that started going in the right direction for the over. It opened up 48.5, rose to 51. So going in the right direction, pulled back just a little bit to 50.5 on some mixed money. So, I mean, I see it starting to move. I was tracking it. I thought it was going in the right direction. I did pull back a little bit. So let's just kind of watch this one, see if it moves out some more. And if it does, then that's something to really, like, you know, pay attention to. Let's see, where's it sitting right now? It's just sitting 50. A lot of the Vegas sports books are holding us at 51.5 right now. So they're just kind of keeping it here. Interesting. So this is actually higher than it was before. It went to 51 and now it's at 51.5. Yeah, this is definitely looking pretty interesting. Let's see let's get some more information on this one. And of course, you know, feel free to put in your favorite plays of the day. Just would love to know what everyone likes. The money is so mixed, which is interesting. The money is mixed, but Vegas is moving this line. All right, I think this is one that you might want to keep your eye on. It looks like it's developing. Hey Spencer, welcome in. Hey Super James, welcome in. Nice seeing you here. You bought the Texans money line. Yeah, -134. That is pretty juiced. But you know what? I mean, the Vegas lines are moving out in the right direction for this. So, you know, I'm just kind of watching this one, watching the spread here and seeing. But it does seem like they moved this line out pretty hard. I like that it flipped from underdogs to favorites. And I have my eye on this Colts Steelers over. This is interesting. It's bouncing around a little bit, but I like the direction this line is going. So I think we have some vibes here. I like it. Ooh, Lions team total over. Let's take a look at this. Really see what's going on here. You know, I've been watching this spread. The spread here looks pretty good. It pulled back just like a little bit, a half a point, but nothing that would scare me off. Now, just watching the total, like, you know, sometimes I like to start with like the overall total. You know, I mean, I think it does help, like when you look at the team total, to understand what the overall total is doing. So I am looking at that right now, just trying to see. So it opened up at 47.5 and it's still just kind of sitting there. So, you know, I don't know how I feel about the team total right now. Just because like the game total isn't really moving and I'm not really seeing a lot of money on it. And usually like the team totals and, you know, the game totals usually are like, they move in alignment with each other. Hey Mendoza, thank you. So at this moment, I just don't really have a strong opinion on this one. You know, it just looks like the line is kind of not really moving, so it just doesn't look like Vegas is really taking much of a stand here or moving the line. But there's not really like a ton of money in either direction either. It's just very mixed at this point, so it's a little bit of a gamble to me. But I mean, technically this is this is all a gamble, of course. So let's just look a little bit deeper at this Lions spread now that we're on this game. So it did open up at -4.5. It pushed out pretty hard to -8.5, and there was level 4 money. The money did, get a little bit lesser, to level 3 money. Then it went back up to level 4 money. But I saw a lot of pros hopping in on this Lions spread, sitting at -8.5. So it did pull back a little bit from -9 to -8.5, but I still think that initial line movement from -4.5 to -8.5 with still the steady level 2 money was enough of an adjustment, enough of a movement and such steady money that it's, it is interesting. I do like it. I like this one a lot, actually, and this is one I would lock in early. I mean, I just think this line spread is looking really good, and it's definitely moved in the right direction, and it's, the money has stayed very steady here, so I like to see that happen. You like the Chiefs. Let's take a look at this game because they are facing off against the Bills at 4 o'clock today. Well, closer to like 4:30. So I have been watching this spread. So the Chiefs opened up as underdogs as well. +2.5, quickly flipped to favorites, went to -1.5 to -2 on mixed money. So it was going in the right direction for sure. And then it went back to -1.5 and now it's back to 2. I did see a little bit of Bills money come in at this point, but I don't really see any strong money holding or rising to a level of significance here. I would keep my eye on this spread and see if it moves out a little bit further, but it does seem to be moving in the right direction. I do think it's moving in the right direction, but it is kind of bouncing around, so I'm almost wondering if just Vegas has hit that equilibrium point of like, -1.5, -2, -1.5, -2 again. But that, ooh, sheep rice. You know what? I haven't really went into too many props on this stream in a while, but you know what? Message me after the stream and I'll dive into the props that you want me to look into. Do I still like the Chiefs Bills over? Yes, I do. It opened up at 48.5, went to 52.5. There is some over pro money, and this pro money is looking pretty strong. A lot of pros are in the over here, so I would say this is still a really nice spot to lock in over. It has held, the line has stayed very steady, and so is the pro money. It's been good. Bills need a receiver. Yeah, so I like that over. I do. I think there's going to be a lot of points and nice plays to play an over. I know usually like we're doing a lot of unders typically. It seems like we've been doing a lot of unders this year, but this is one spot where I like the over. So I would lock this in. I like it. Now, there have been a few more lines that have been moving. We'll just dive into those, just see what's going on here. There isn't anything that I, overly like that much, but we will just keep our eye on this and see what happens. For example, like the Titans. I saw this open up at +10.5, and it's moved to +8.5. And this has been moving against level 4 Chargers money. So it's interesting. A lot of money is coming in on the Chargers, but the Titans are moving in the right direction, kind of. So seems like, I don't know, seems like a lot of people like the Chargers, but the sportsbooks are thinking, you know, the Titans might perform better than what a lot of the public expects, potentially. But I don't have a play here right now. Just keeping our eye on this one. Then the 49ers are facing off against the Giants. I've been watching this total as well. Went from 45.5 to 48.5 on mixed money. Was getting some sharp money on the over, but right now it's just very mixed. So keep your eye on that one as well. Don't have a play there at the moment, but it does seem like, you know, this total might develop. So something to keep your eye on. Okay, so just wanted to, you know, quickly do a little bit of a refresher, especially for, you know, people who are new to sports betting. Okay, so bookmakers, every time you place a bet, they do add a profit margin. That's called the VIG or the juice. And basically, like if it was a fair market, you know, the total probabilities, you know, equal 100%, but then they have the built-in edge. So for example, if a game has like a 50-50 chance, they think, you know, either team really has a chance here, 50-50, it could be either one, you know, they'll place the bets out at like -110 on each side. So that is actually like, you know, a 52.4% implied probability of each. So basically the sportsbook's edge is 4.8%. So to break even against -110 odds, bettors must win 52.4% of their wagers just to break even. Even when you have like a 50% chance, the sportsbooks think, you know, either team has a 50% chance. You personally, as a bettor, have to win over 52% of your wagers to break even. So it's just something to keep in the back of your mind, you know, as you're betting. Look at the juice, you know, understand how it affects your profitability, and also like how you need to perform over time, tracking your wagers, you know. And you know, I know we are always talking about these things like at the beginning of the show, like, oh, we have a 60% win rate, we have a 70% win rate. But truthfully, like over extended periods of time, over a season, it is very, very hard for most bettors to do. And that's usually why a lot of people are not profitable at the sportsbook. I mean, I've heard a million people online saying, you know, I went 70% win rate this week, but it's like just a week. And they're just, you know, I mean, yeah, it makes a great TikTok, Instagram reel. But at the end of the day, you know, let's track you over 30 days and really like see how you do, and that's how you get some real data. So just keep that in the back of your mind as you're betting. And let's start talking about the NBA tonight. We have NHL, so lots to cover here. But yeah, just keep that in the back of your mind, what your win rate actually needs to be. It's not just 50% of the time and you'll break even. It's not that at all. You do need to win more than that. Alrighty, so of course, if there are any games, this is a live stream. Feel free to throw them in the chat, and if you haven't already given the stream a thumbs up or subscribed to my channel, please do so. That would be great, especially because I'm such like a small creator. I think we still have to hit like 500 followers on YouTube, so hopefully we get there soon. And let's talk about the NBA tonight. All right. So looking at this Jazz Hornets game, this is a 6:00 p.m. Eastern game. The spread on Utah opened up at +3.5, moved to +1.5, and there is some sharp money pushing this spread. So do I think that they might become favorites pretty soon? Maybe. you know, it's likely. So, you know, we're just going to keep our eye on that and see what happens there, because I like it. It's going in the right direction, and it's pro money that's pushing this. So, you know, keep your eye on this. We're also just watching this. But I would say this Utah Jazz spread looks like a good action play for my action players out there. Watching also this Heat Lakers game. I have been watching the total, and it moved from 236.5 to 233.5. So it has dropped, and it's dropped against some over money. So usually, like, I've been crushing these totals in the NBA. You guys know that. You've seen it on the daily report. You know, my picks are posted and timestamp. But, you know, I'm loving these totals in the NBA. But at this point in time, just watching this under with, you know, over money, I'm just not a fan at this moment. Hey, David, welcome in. Good morning. If the money doesn't cut us, it's so sharp. Oh yes, action plays. So those are the only things that I'm looking at in the NBA tonight. If there is anything else, feel free to throw it in the chat. I will break it down, analyze it. Let's move on to the NHL and look at the one play that I have that I've been keeping my eye on in the NHL. It is the total in this Blue Jackets Islanders game, which is at 5 o'clock tonight. This total opened over 6.5 minus 105, went to over 6.5 minus 125 with level 1 over money. I like this, actually. I think this is a very strong indicator, sportsbook indicator, that this game is going to go over. Especially, I mean, it's just level 1 over money, but it's still enough for Vegas to really move this line and adjust these odds. So I would say this over is looking like a nice little action play as well. Super Pro, you're on YouTube and on Rumble. Putting in the emojis from across the channels. And Super James. This is super emojis. I love it. All right. So this over is looking pretty good. I would say for your action players, this is looking like a nice little action play. And that is all I have for you today. So let's just go over all of these games again. I will let you know what plays like I specifically like. We've been looking at a lot of plays, but I'm going to tell you which ones are just my action plays, which ones I really, really love. So let's just start with the action plays. Usually we start off with like my plays that I love, like immediate locks, but we'll start with action plays today. So switch things up. I like the over in this Blue Jackets Islanders game. That is a nice little action play. And of course, liking this Utah Jazz spread as underdogs. Little underdog spot for today. So that's fun. And moving on to the plays that I really, really like. I like this Lions spread sitting at minus 8.5. It's just been looking super strong today. I'm like, wait, can I add super strong to the super club? That is funny, Super James. Okay, and I also love this over in this Chiefs Bills game. I think that is gonna be a nice little lock, especially if you love playing overs. This is an over I feel very strong about, and it's got a lot of sharp money. It is super sharp. You like that NHL over 2, Anthony? All right. Let's go. Yeah, Lions minus 8.5 and over in a Chiefs game. That's gonna be fun. So now you have it. All my action plays, all my plays. Let's do Another hit of this black maple. Yeah, black maple. I was like, I have to do something for fall. Gotta change out the decor now, make it more fall-like. Thank you, Superfo. I know there's a lot on the board today, but we really are kind of just like limiting our scope, finding the best plays that we really like, and yeah, just figuring out the right spots. So another hit of cannabis. Here's to some winners. Let's go. I was hoping you suffered. It's a scary 2-minute drill. I think the only thing scary about my 2-minute drill is the juice. How many units do I bet? Usually it's just 1 unit per game. But if I do double it up, like I'll usually let you guys know in the email, where I'll say like I really like this, you know, in the email. But usually it's just 1 unit, you know, per bet. I know a lot of people like to do, you know, maybe half a unit, like some of the plays like NHL, where I'm still kind of dipping my toes in the water. It's like much smaller unit sizes than what I would do like in the NFL or NBA, but you know, keeping it kind of consistent and then like gradually like increasing your unit size is important. But I do talk about, you know, just like bankroll management, things like that in my book, like how the Ari Betts way of like managing your bankroll, just to give you guys some like helpful tips on, you know, like it's important to really be able to manage it properly, but you know, like you want to grow, but you also want to like be protected from like too much risk, you know, like you don't want to play your whole bankroll in just like one day. Hey Nathan, welcome in. The Thursday one you couldn't run, spooky 2-minute drill. No, Thursday I just I couldn't run anything. I didn't have like an extra video. It was just everything was lagging. But you know what? I will bring the videos back if you like it. One quick little thing before we wrap up here. I really appreciate all of you joining in today. Thanks so much, Nathan and Superfro, Super James, Anthony, all of you guys, Victor, everyone, Alvin, for joining in. Even DJ Ray coming in early, dropping all my links. You know, before we do wrap up, I did want to say like this show is changing. And we are going to be pivoting a little bit more towards prediction markets, but also I want to know, do you want to know about crypto and investing? Do you want to hear about prediction markets? Do you want to just kind of keep things as is? Really, the show's about you guys, so I want to hear your opinions. I will be sending out a survey, so make sure to fill it out. Let me know what you think. It just takes a few minutes, but really, I'm just sending it out because the show's about you guys, so I want to make it as good as it could possibly be. And, you know, sometimes changing a few things, making it better, like, there's always room for improvement. So, yeah, sounds good. I would say, yeah, the Lions spread and the over in the Chiefs game are my 2 top favorite plays. Those are my 2 top favorite plays. Alrighty, well, make sure to sign up for the free daily emails. That is where I will be sending out your survey, and that will be going out right after the show. So sign up just by going to arielcalista.com, clicking the stay in touch button. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. It really does help me in the algorithm, especially as a small creator. And I hope you all do a lot of winning today. Let's win some wagers. Let's have a wonderful, successful day. And then we'll be starting our week off right after winning. Good luck today, everyone. Have some fun watching the games, and I will see you all next time.